All right, greetings everyone. This is Eric, founder and CEO of Cubicle Investing. Definitely check out the website at cubicleinvesting.com. All right, so the guys, today I want to talk to you about, so if you guys have been following me for some time, you know that I primarily trade the SPX 0 days to expiration options. And sometimes I do one DTE and also 2 DTE, et cetera, but it just depends on whatever the market presents, whatever opportunity the market presents to me. However, today I want to talk about something that I primarily do in my Roth IRA account. So I have a Roth IRA and I manage my own money. And so in that account, I actually sell naked options, I also buy options. And from time to time, I will actually sell cash secured put options, right? So what are cash secured put options? Cash secured put options are essentially where you, let me just go to the trading platform here for those who may be unfamiliar. So let's say, for example, I'm looking to sell some cash secured put options on Coin. Coin is the ticker symbol for Coinbase, which is the cryptocurrency broker, right? And let's just say, for example, I'm looking to sell, let me pull up my pointer here. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me pull up my pointer here. Let me go into teaching mode, right? Change the color on my pointer. All right, so if I'm on the put side, because they all called the cash secured puts, right? So I'm going on the put side, and I'm looking to get some, I'm looking to take in some capital, some credit, right? So I'm looking to click on the price that's under the bid column, and that would actually highlight the strike price and also the amount of credit in which the market is willing to give me for selling this cash secured put option on Coin. Now, what it's saying is that, for those who are unfamiliar, what I'm saying is that I am willing to buy 100 shares of Coin, because every option contract controls 100 shares of the underlying, and the underlying in this case is Coin. So I'm willing to buy 100 shares of Coin for $232.50 per share if on March the 28th at 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the value of Coin is below my strike price of 232.5. Okay? So when I sell this cash secured put option, that is essentially what I'm agreeing to. I'm agreeing to buy 100 shares of Coin at $232.50 per share. In other words, if it's a cash secured put option, I have to have $23,250 in my account in the event that the price of Coin should be below my strike price of $232.50 on March the 28th at 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if it's not, I get to walk away, in this case, with $252, right? And so what I do from time to time, now, of course, so selling cash secured put options can be rather capital intensive, but nonetheless, if you have a pretty large account and you manage your own money, specifically in a IRA or Roth IRA, it would behoove you, if you're managing your own money, to sell some cash secured put options, because you can take in. Now, you only want to do this on stocks that you would not mind owning shares in. So you wouldn't do this on, for example, on a let's say a Walgreens, right? a Walgreens, or a stock that this does not have. You don't foresee it being a viable stock or a viable company to invest in for the long term. But I think Coinbase's stock right now is certainly a good company to invest in, considering what's taking place in the cryptocurrency space. But nonetheless, so you can take in capital. And again, if the price of the underlying does not fall below your strike price, you get to keep the money and repeat the process if you desire. And so what I've done is on barcharts.com website, so barchart.com's website, I've created various stock screeners. And one of the stock screeners actually looks for stocks that have a high implied volatility. So why am I looking for stocks with high IV or high implied volatility? Well, the higher the IV, the larger the credit you'll receive for selling a cash secured put option or a naked option, right? And so, when you sell a put option, you don't necessarily have to always have the intent of actually or have the desire, or you're willing to actually own shares of stock in the company. If you're selling naked options, you're just looking to take in the credit, and you're looking for the price of the underlying. So for example, if I'm on the put side, you're looking for the price of the underlying to stay above your strike price of 230 come the day of expiration, and you just walk away with the with the credit. And also naked options are a lot easier to manage than for example credit spreads, because you only got one leg to manage. But nonetheless, going back to Barchart's website, and so I've created this stock screener that looks for stocks that have an IV percentile that's greater than 50%. Now the IV percentile, it looks at the current IV, right? And it essentially tells you what percentage of the time has this underlying IV been at this level over the last 52 weeks, right? And so if a stock has a IV percentile of 40%, then the current IV in comparison to the last 52 weeks has been lower 40% of the time. And so I'm looking for stocks that have an IV percentile that's greater than 50%, because the greater the IV percentile, the greater the IV. The greater the IV, the greater the credit for us option sellers. And then I'm also looking for stocks that have a market cap that's 40 billion or greater, right? Because I'm looking for large companies, because again, I prefer to do cash secured put options on large cap companies that are pretty financially sound and solid. And then I'm looking for a total call volume that's greater than 2,000. So I want to see a lot of options activity taking place on a particular stock. And so when I hit see results, I did this last week, and I got this list of stocks that met my criteria. And so Coin obviously was one of them, as you can see here. And so what I did was, last week I essentially sold several cash secured put options on Coin at 205 last week, right? And they expire on March the 28th. And so I sold those cash secured put options at 205. Now at the time, those option contracts were going for like $250, $270 per contract. And so you're talking about, being in a trade for 2 weeks or less, being able to walk away with, essentially a little bit more than 1% return on my capital, right? And now we can see here that, so when I sold these cash secured put options, Coin was trading around 230. And so as a result of what took place on Wednesday in the FOMC meeting, where essentially the Fed has confirmed that they're going to cut the interest rate at least 3 times this year, that was very favorable to the market. And so the market shot up, as well as, coin shot up. And so I essentially closed out those cash secured put options and walked away with roughly 92% of the credit, because the stock value actually went up, and as a result it went further away from my strike price, thus making the value of my put options worth a lot less. So it was no sense for me staying in the trade. I just closed the trade out, and of course I walked away with the 91% roughly of the credit that I took in for selling those cash secured put options. So although I primarily, in my account that I had with this platform, Tasty Trade, I primarily sell SPX 0DTE options, but I do in my Roth IRA, I do a lot of different stuff. So I sell naked options, I buy options, when the market presents opportunities. And so I don't want to be a one-trick pony, as they like to say, but I like to I like to do relatively safe trades in my Roth IRA. But nonetheless, yes, I just wanted to discuss other ways of making money trading options.